So Apple just announced their iPhone 13, 13 Pros, the new Apple Watch Series 7, and my favorite announcement of this year's event is the new iPad mini. Now this thing is a beast. It's rocking the new Apple A13 chip. It has an edge-to-edge display, smaller bezels, it's faster, better battery life. It has Touch ID in the power button, and it comes with Apple Pencil 2 support. The only thing that this iPad doesn't have, oh, and it has USB-C, but the only thing this iPad doesn't have that would knock it out of the park and make it an absolute gem of a product is that it doesn't have 120 Hertz. That's reserved for the Pro models. But this year on the new iPad mini, Apple knocked it out of the park. Starting at $500, you can get an iPad mini running the latest software in 4 different colors. They have space gray, pink, gold, and the new purple color that they're releasing this year on the iPad mini. It comes in 64 and 256 gig configurations with 5G, and this is the biggest redesign for the iPad mini. I've always had a soft spot in my heart for this product because I think the iPad mini is the best iPad because it bridges the gap between your cell phone and the Mac the best. In my opinion, the iPad Pros are a little bit too big, they're a little bit too cumbersome, and if you're gonna use an iPad Pro, something that size with a keyboard, you might as well just use your laptop. It's a better laptop using a Mac versus using an iPad with a keyboard that's big and bulky. This iPad mini is the perfect size because it's a little bit bigger than your phone. It can do a little bit more than your phone, but not enough to make you want to replace your traditional laptop. Right off the bat, the biggest change you're going to see with the iPad mini is that 8.3-inch liquid retina display that goes edge to edge, just like the new iPad Air and the iPad Pros. So you're going to get that new redesign. You're not going to feel like you're in the past with the old iPad mini with the home button. And this year we're getting Touch ID in the power button. In my opinion, Touch ID is hands down the king of biometrics. I hate Face ID. It doesn't work well for me. It doesn't work great on my iPhone. And Touch ID is that OG biometric that's gonna work 99.9% of the time, and that's coming to the iPad mini. We're also getting Apple Pencil 2 support. That's why they had to move the power button to the top instead of the side to make room for those magnets for the Apple Pencil. Like I said, we're getting new colors, we're getting new chips, we're getting better battery life because the new chip is going to be more optimized to make sure the iPad can run all day, so you get all day battery life with this iPad mini. So before you used to have to get a bigger iPad to get all day battery life, get a bigger battery, but now you're going to be able to get that with an iPad mini. And Apple does a great job of getting their software and their hardware teams to work together to truly optimize their products, even the smaller ones, to take full advantage of their batteries. And one of the biggest features coming to the iPad mini is USB-C. There's so many different things that you can plug into an iPad to make it a true productivity machine. And most of the products that you can plug in are USB-C. So Apple changing the port from Lightning to USB-C is a no-brainer. It's something that they should have done a long time ago with their entire lineup, even the iPhone. But I'm glad to see it on the iPad mini this year because a lot of professionals are going to be able to plug it into their music equipment, to medical equipment, to different things like that to be able to take full advantage of that iPad experience. We also have a new camera coming on the iPad mini, a new 12 megapixel ultra wide camera, and we're getting center stage on the new iPad mini. We're also getting center stage on the new iPhones coming out this year, and it's basically a software feature baked into FaceTime that kind of tracks your face and follows you around so that you always stay in field and you always stay in focus when you're on video call. But center stage this year is also getting implemented into apps like Filmic Pro, Zoom, and other video conferencing apps. So I love that Apple did this because now you don't have to get the Proest model, you don't have to get the newest model to get the latest video conferencing features. And now being in the situation with this whole thing going around, you know what it is, I can't say it, but with that going around, we're going to be doing a lot more video calls, and having center stage on the base model iPad is a no-brainer, and I'm glad Apple is doing it with the iPad mini. So all in all, from all the products that were announced, from the iPhones to the new Apple Watch, I think the iPad mini is the star of the show this year, and it's a no-brainer for most people if you don't have an iPad. If you're looking for a product to bridge the gap between your phone and your laptop and you want something that adds a little bit more functionality, a little bit different dynamic, but you don't want to spend too much money, here's your product. It's perfect for you. It has USB-C, Apple Pencil 2 support, new 12 megapixel camera with ultra wide center stage. You're getting USB-C, like I said. You're getting Touch ID in the power button. You're gonna get longer battery life, and you're gonna get a bigger display. What more could you want, guys? So that's it for me in this video. Make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.